have a hard and fast rule around here on this internet show that if you win 10 more games one year than you did the year before, you get to be on the show. And that is why we are happy to welcome in the head coach of the Celeste Blue Devils. We're joined by Coach Demetrius Rector. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well.
How are things in beautiful Celeste, Texas?
Cold. Really cold.
All right, man. Dude, I absolutely feel you. Yeah, this is not. I don't live in Texas for this. All right, let's talk about the turnaround, because that is the story of the 2017 Celeste Blue Devils. You guys in 2016, I don't want to say you guys struggled, but 0-10 is not exactly what everybody had in mind, and so then to go from 0-10 to 10-2 just 12 months later is pretty remarkable. How were you guys able to accomplish this turnaround?
Well, a lot of it was the 0-10 season hardened a lot of kids. You know, you had some that left the program, but those that stayed knew what was in front of them, and it hardened them, made them tougher. And we had a saying, be gritty, and that's what that means. And we had a great summer program. Kids showed up, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. We got a first win. Kids started believing in themselves again, because 0-10 season can really be tough on you mentally. And so we got past that, and they took hold to being gritty. And staying healthy is a good part of it, but a lot of it is on the kids. They were prepared. They took the hard coaching, and they wanted to be successful.
You guys, I want to go back to that season opening win over Cumbie. I think a lot of people are going to look at that and just say, oh, okay, Celeste beat Cumbie 35-22. It's just another Texas high school football game. But that seemed really important for you guys. You guys had lost, dating back to 2015, you guys had lost 13 games in a row. For you guys, how important was it to get that first win right out of the chute?
I believe it meant our season. We needed to get the first one, and we needed to find out how to win again. I thought we were the better team, but you could still see we were developing, and the kids just didn't believe, and so it really helped us spring forward. And like I said, we won that one, and we added another one, we built confidence.
We're talking with Demetrius Rector, the head coach of the Celeste Blue Devils here in Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, #TF Today. All right, Coach, we're kind of dancing around it. Did you have a feeling at any point in the offseason that something like this could be coming, that you had a group that could be able to accomplish something special like you guys did?
Yes, we thought we were 0-10, but we weren't that far off,
mm-hmm.
And I think some other coaches around here knew that also. But again, it's tough when you're dealing with teenagers, the mentality, and kids want to be successful. And the feeling was there, but we knew we had to put a lot more work. We had to push them even more. And again, that 0-10 season, it made us tougher. Coaches all the way down. All the way down to the managers.
Everybody's got to toughen up in order to win, and it sounds like you guys were able to do that. And, you mentioned teenagers. We're not just talking about, juniors and seniors. You had a number of impact freshmen who really stepped up for you guys. Thaddeus Clark, your linebacker, led your team in tackles, and then Damon Crook, your running back, was the leading rusher on the team. Both freshmen. How important were those guys and this kind of young influx of talent? How important were they to your success in 2017?
Oh, they were dominant in the reps, because coming in, we were thinking that they would not be able to help us. Mm-hmm. Just the maturity level, and going against 17, 18, some 19-year-old kids, and whether or not they'd be ready. Well, they stepped up. They showed, and just starting and their work ethic, and it really helped with depth. We were able to carry more on the varsity and have some go one way. And so at this level, that's important. You can do that. That's big. And so it really adding to our depth was very important.
And then, to me, on TexasFootball.com, we've been writing a lot about the most improved teams kind of and what kind of improvement teams have made. And to me, the biggest strike, you guys were, I don't know if you know this, you were the most improved defensive team in the state. At any level, you guys improved your points per game allowed average from 47.6 points per game in 2016 down to 18.5 in 2017. So what was the difference defensively? What was it that changed that made it so you guys were the most improved defense in the state?
Well, a lot of emphasis was put on stopping teams. We gave up a lot of points last year, and we really preach being disciplined to your assignment. Whatever it is that you're doing, be the best at it. And they took hold of that, and a lot of emphasis was running to the football, being disciplined to your assignment, and that made us so much better. And those little things made us so much better, the technique-wise. And some of it, maybe we put kids in the correct spot, got lucky there, but they played well. So, and we didn't give up that many points.
Yeah, well, that certainly helps. That's the name of the game. We're talking with Demetrius Rector, the head coach of the Celeste Blue Devils here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, #TF Today. All right, Coach, there's one guy, another kid on your team I want to talk about, a guy by the name of Jalen Rector. A familiar last name. It just kind of clicked with me. This is a guy who was, he was the district offensive MVP down there in 6-2A Division I. He was a first-team all-district defensive back. Are you familiar with this young man?
Yeah, I know him a little bit.
Okay, got it. What does he bring to the table for you guys? Not only this past year, but as a junior coming up for 2018.
Well, he's a leader. He leads by his actions. Kids look up to him. He's a pleaser. What I mean by that, he wants to do everything right, and he doesn't like to do it wrong. And he doesn't want to let his parents down. His mama's probably tougher on him than I am. but
that tends to be the case. We hear that a lot.
Yeah. So, but he's been with them since the little league teams, and they've all played together and grew up. So he's a big part of this program. He does a lot. He punts also, and he's unselfish. He'll do what you need him to do, and I'm, as a dad, I'm proud of that. He will do what you need him to do and be unselfish. He's not glorified by all the stats. He wants to help his team and win.
So let's talk a little bit about you for folks who don't know. The Rector name in Celeste is look, it's a town of 814 people, but it's the biggest name in town as far as football is concerned. It's football royalty, and I don't want to make you blush here, but you were an all-state guy there at Celeste. You played at A&M Commerce, the national champion A&M Commerce Lions.
That's right.
I believe we're supposed to say that every time we mention that. Your brother Andre was All-State, and he played at Northwest Missouri State. And then Jamaica, your brother as well, was All-State, played at Northwest Missouri State, and ended up playing for the Cowboys and in the NFL and the CFL. So I want to ask you right now today, I know it's a little bit cold, but if we lined up all three of y'all, and we're gonna, and maybe we're 40. We can go 50, because 40 can be a little bit deceiving. We'll go 40, 50 yards. Who's got the step among the famous rectors of Celeste, Texas? Who's got the step?
Oh, well, I'd probably say Jamaica. Probably, he's still looking good. He's still looking like he's in form. I'm probably about 25 pounds heavier than I was.
Okay, so
I might pull a hamstring before I get there.
Listen. It's hell to get old. We're all feeling it. But okay, so then I do want to ask you then about that. That you're coming home to the place that you were All-State and helped to take the Blue Devils to heights when you were there. How special is it for you to be able to do this in your hometown?
Oh, it's very special. My mom went to school here. I have a lot of pride, and these kids know, and a lot of them I'm coaching my classmates' kids, so they understand. They were there when we were rolling back in the day. So there's a lot of pride, and I have a lot of pride, and so it's important to me. I know some years are not great, but I'm still teaching life skills, and that's what's really important. I want them to go out, and when they leave here, be good citizens, so good dads. That's what I'm trying to do at the end of the day.
It is, well, you're doing a fantastic job both on and off the field. The one of the best turnaround stories in the state, the Celeste Blue Devils and their coach, Demetrius Rector. Coach, appreciate your time. Congratulations again on a fantastic 2017, and try to stay warm today, but we appreciate your time.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, there he goes, Demetrius Rector, the head coach, the Celeste Blue Devils. It's read up on it. Google their name, and you'll. I mean, that's
one of the best stories in the state.
It is a really cool story for an alum. He's been there since 2010, and for an alum to come in and really, because I'll be honest, man, 0-10, dude, that can be a program killer.
Yeah,
it really can.
Yeah.
And in 1 year to go from no wins to 10 wins.
Yeah.
Like, I need to look up the last time that happened, because
Yeah.
I'm sure it happens more than I think it does. But let's put it this way: they're the only team in the state to do it.
Yeah.
This year, and they are one of 2 teams in the state to make a 10-win leap. The other one was Pleasant Grove, who went from 6 wins, although it was a weird 6 wins. They went 6 and 7 to a state championship, but. A remarkable story. It's very cool for him to be doing it in his hometown as well, and so it's just really cool up there in Hunt County. We appreciate Coach Demetrius Rector hopping on with us.